everybody, want to Wiisdom here. It is Tuesday night, roughly 11ish, 10:55 to be exact. Kind of cranking out some unboxings here to cover while I will be out of town. And truth be told, I've needed to unbox these for a long time anyway. So, last night we took a look at the Dark Creation Crystal, which went up today for the Skylanders video. This will be Thanksgiving when you see this, I guess Thursday, so hope everyone is having a great Thanksgiving. Fear not, Skylanders research should return next week, probably on Tuesday, if all goes according to plan. But in the meantime, possibly not, maybe Thursday, but sometime next week. Possibly Saturday we'll have another video like this, but this is sort of a multifaceted deal. I'll probably separate them just because they are unique. I had tried to ascertain these on sales, and it would never happen. Finally, I got so burned out on it, I just kind of gave up. And then I saw them featured in an ad again, and I went to get them, and they would not honor the sale price at my local Toys R Us, even though they're bankrupt, which is mind-boggling. And then a third time, when I went this past year recently, they were once again featured in the ad with the sale price. And so I ran a poll on Twitter, gauging interest if anyone was even interested in seeing these anymore because so much time had passed. The answer, much to my surprise, was a resounding yes. And subsequently, here they are. That's right, you kind of know what these are now. It is a set of three. Number 3 will be Magic and Mirror Mirror for the comic. Number 2 will be a Life Creation Crystal, Try and Try Again, which features Tri-Tip and is a life crystal, which is interesting. And the first one, it is a Light Creation Crystal and Arbor Day, which doesn't it seem that maybe we should have put Arbor Day with the Life Creation Crystal and Try Again with the Light Crystal or even an Earth Crystal. I don't know. If these were their 3 selections, Mirror Mirror I'm totally fine with for Magic. Light would work as well. Try Again, I think you could apply that to Magic or Light pretty well. But Arbor Day, that kind of seems like it should be the Life Crystal. That's just me. Nonetheless, I want to say these were originally maybe $12 or $14. Don't hold me to that. I know they've been $9.99 for a really, really long time. And the thing is, it's like I said with the Dark Creation Crystal, I always thought Creation Crystals were priced too high. In particular because we're coming off of Trap Team and Superchargers, where you basically get left with something that has limited or minimalistic functionality in the next game. I love the concept of the crystals. They look cool. Creating your own Skylanders is fantastic. The problem is I need to know it's continuing on before I heavily invest in it. At this point in time, we don't know that, and subsequently, $9.99 is kind of a hard pill to swallow for something that's basically half the size of a Skylander. So the good news is I just looked these up to see if they were $9.99 or $14.99, and they are on sale for $4.99. And before you harp on me and say, well, idiot, why didn't you get the Dark and Tech Creation Crystals at Toys R Us because they're on sale? Every single time I have been in Toys R Us when there's been a sale, even multiple times there has not been a sale, I have never seen a Dark Crystal there. I have never seen a Tech Crystal there. Earth, Water, Life, Magic, every once in a while Fire if you dig deep enough. But Tech and Dark, no, they don't exist at Toys R Us, at least not the ones around me. And that's the sad thing, again, Toys R Us, people forget, this store is not everywhere. If I wanted to go to another Toys R Us, you hear people from like the East Coast, like complain about, I had to drive 20 miles to the second Toys R Us. There are many people that don't have a Toys R Us within multiple hours drive from their home. Alright. Toys R Us number 2 for me is like a 2-hour drive. Anything else is 4. Past that radius, you're basically into the 6 to the 7-hour drive to go to Toys R Us. So you have to resort to going online. Online, they rarely have what they have available in the store. So if you look at the Tech Crystal on ToysRUs.com, it's listed, it's $4.99, it's out of stock. I don't even think they have a listing for the Dark Creation Crystal. But that is why that has never panned out. Finally, though, and I was going to fight him tooth and nail this time. I really was. And I went up there with some new kid, and I was like, hey man, does this sale apply to these? Batteries died. That would be a great Christmas gift if a battery manufacturer could just make something that lasts longer than 4 minutes. I'd be pretty happy. But anyway, the kid scanned him and he said, yeah, they're on sale. So why every other time I had been in there, including at least twice, that these crystals were featured in the ad with the sale price, they wouldn't honor it, I will never know. But again, right now on their website, these are all $4.99. I assume that applies in store, so take that with a grain of salt. If you want these, that's probably going to be the cheapest price we see for a while. Personally, wouldn't mind seeing like a $253 closeout. But these are sort of unique and special now. The biggest thing that my audience, I think, is concerned about is this is a legendary light crystal. That's why it's gold. It's not the typical pearlescent white color. What I was curious about, and I think what many of you are the most curious about, is does this have better stats? If I were to create a light knight with this crystal right here, and we create the battery has died again. But if we create a light knight with that crystal and a light knight with this crystal, will this one have superior statistics? Is it plus 20 health, plus 8 speed, plus 8 armor, plus 6, attack? I don't know. That's what I want to find out. So we're going to get started here. This is number 1 out of 3. It's a Skylanders Micro Comic Fun Pack Legendary Light Crystal. Again, it's a light creation crystal. It's a standard mold, just in the gold color scheme, if you will. And Arbor Day, which again, I think pairs better with that, but I've got the batteries flashing at me already. So backside here, it showcases a creation crystal. Again, select your battle class, create your Skylander. In this case, it's Sir Hoodington. Each exclusive pack includes, and this is interesting, 1 micro comic, which we can see, 1 micro poster, which I cannot see, a legendary creation crystal. They don't make any mention of the sticker sheet, which, not that it's a huge deal, but I'm very interested to see if they include that or not, and if it's any different than a standard sticker sheet. So right here, they showcase all 3 of them. Again, light is paired with Arbor Day, so I guess I don't have like a fluke. Life crystal with try and try again, and the magic crystal with mirror, mirror. So collect all 3. Let's go ahead. I still suffered my unboxing wound from last night, so I'm just going to tear into this. Alright, so let's set that down. Oh, hey, that's what it looks like. So nothing too crazy. The bottom side is fully painted. They didn't cop out there and do a cheap job on it. That's actually a pretty cool metallic gold. Again, I am not a fan of gold. I much prefer pretty much anything other than gold. But this does look nice, and if you're a fan of gold, this is fantastically amazing. That said, I grabbed what I believe is the exact same creation crystal in its standard color form for the light element, and you can sort of see the differences here. The main thing is just, again, gold versus pearlescent white. Obviously, in this case, the light element logo has to be black, as opposed to gold that works so beautifully there. But they're pretty much verbatim. Doesn't seem to be much of a weight differential between the two. But again, here they are side by side for people that are into that sort of a thing. So we will set that back down on Pearlescent Wedding Suit Mario and drop the crystal there. And here's what I want to do, is open this up. Okay. You know what? We did not get a sticker sheet, did we? That's something. Granted, as long as you don't purchase multiples of these, if you create the Golden Princess of Hyrule, I don't know, whatever you make here, you're going to be like, okay, get me the gold one. And then if your buddy or your parents or whoever it is said, which one? There's 3 of them. I'd be like, the one that has a little sun thingy on it. And so I guess you would differentiate these. That way they are all 3 unique sculpts. But the fact that there is not a sticker sheet, even if it wasn't different, even if it was the exact same thing, is kind of concerning. That said, right here you got the Arbor Day comic. We have Legendary Stealth Elf, Bushwhack, and Spyro. That is interesting. This is another set of batteries. I'm really burned out on this. I've got to be on the road in a couple of hours, and I didn't need to have to stop this video 9 times to change batteries. And that's what we've had to do. So I was going to read this. I think I'll wait to do it. I've asked in the past if you can actually do that or just if you have to breeze through. I was told once, if I'm remembering correctly, that I could read the whole thing to you. I don't have the batteries for that. This is Arbor Day. It's looking like Crankcase is going to be the villain in it. We won't spoil it. too much. Yeah, so if you're interested in the legendaries, and particularly Bushwhack, Spyro, and Stealth Elf, or you're a fan of Dr. Crankcase, Arbor Day looks to be right up your alley. The poster is included, and it is not double-sided, which I thought was kind of sad, but for the price point, you can't really complain. Interestingly enough, as the batteries are about to die, you've got Kingpin, Pop Fizz, Eruptor, Stealth Elf, and Spyro. Kind of cool and colorful, smaller scale if you're limited on space. There is no sticker sheet. That's why I combed through this entire thing. If they're included in the others, I will make note of it, but here, no. Which, once again, I guess their logic is, if you get this, you're probably just going to buy one, or your parents are just going to get it one time, and you'll be like, oh, well, give me the gold light crystal. You know. But, hey, my apologies on the batteries constantly dying. I'm considering upgrading a camera at some point in the next couple of months. Not that I know of many unboxings slated for that time frame. But, hey, oneofwiisdom.com is a website. SkylanderClub.com is a forum. Make sure you check it out. Sign up if you have not. If you do sign up and you have not had your account activated, just leave me a message here on YouTube. That's honestly the best way to do it, or hit me up on Twitter. Honestly, I've not had the time to manage things as best as I would like. But once again, I created it, I run it. It's not some third-party thing or anything crazy like that. Just one dude that really likes the game, the franchise, and does his best to give people a place to talk about it. So follow me on Twitter. I will always tweet my videos, anything cool I come across. If I find a hoard of dark creation crystals or something like that, I'll probably take a picture and tweet it, give you the insights or how to ascertain it, something along those lines. Follow me on Twitch. I'm an affiliate there. Follow me on Mixer. I'm nothing there, but I still think it's got the coolest user interface for streaming. Subscribe here on YouTube if you have not. If you really, really want to help me out, I don't ask you to donate. I don't ask for your money. I don't ask for anything aside from you telling your friends about the channel. People that you think might enjoy my videos or my style. That is honestly the best thing you could do to help out, is let me give them insight that I exist, because YouTube doesn't really care. That said, there is the placeholder here, just like with our standard crystals. So as long as you've got a sticker sheet that you've kept from, say, your light creation crystal, you can come in. If that was a knight and this is a sorcerer, you could plug it and play it. If you just had one light crystal and you bought this one and you wanted to make two light knights, I guess you sort of have to pick it. But again, I assume their logic in not including it was just, hey, it's gold, you know, figure it out for yourself, man, type of a thing. But anyway, I've got to say, it does look pretty good. Again, I'm not a fan of the gold on anything, really. But it does look nice, and it does kind of make sense for the light element. I could sort of see gold being justified as a stylistic choice there. But once again, thanks so much for watching. Most importantly, I hope everyone else is avoiding battery issues, and I hope you are all having a fantastic Thanksgiving. So, spoiler alert, the Saturday video is probably going to be one of these two getting unboxed. I'm going to go a lot quicker, but we'll get them all through together, kind of highlight them for you. But once again, these are available exclusively at Toys R Us. And currently, at least as me checking this Tuesday night online, they're $4.99, which is a pretty good deal. I'm not going to lie, that $5 for Creation Crystal I think is okay, particularly when it's offset with a poster and a comic. You can't really argue with that. Obviously, if you're a fan of gold or the color scheme, that's even better justification for the purchase. But hey, if you were wanting to know about these, hopefully this helps you out. And again, timing is great because you can pick them up pretty cheap right now. So that said, once again, thanks for watching. I will catch you back here for more action from the pool table. Adios.